This isn't gonna be like your stupid quantum physics speech, is it?
Nah, this one's actually applicable to real life. I just wanted to tell you guys about my lifestyle and being a vegetarian and how it's changed things for me. Well, first of all, have you guys even become aware at all of what the government is now saying about being vegetarian? They're promoting it, finally. And they're finally admitting that there's actually something wrong with eating meat. There's correlations between eating meat and acquiring cancer. There's also becoming impotent as a result of eating meat. It's ridiculous, and our government is finally coming up and admitting it. Not only do they admit to these diseases, but we now acknowledge that mad cow disease is very much within the United States. Yet another reason not to eat meat. Now some people might ask, well, how do you attain the correct amount of protein in your diet? Well, this might be a surprise to you guys, but there's nuts, many nuts that we can eat that have high levels of protein. And the diet is not nearly as bad as one would think. You can easily satiate your appetite with vegetables, fruits, and these nuts. It's the healthier alternative. Not only can you lose weight, but you're overall like detoxifying your body, if you will. It's just the smarter thing to do. Now, looking at this from a moral standpoint, well, we could argue, what about the ethical treatment of the animals? Are they being treated inhumanely? I think we could all argue yes, they are in fact being treated terribly. I don't think that we should necessarily kill animals just for the enjoyment of our taste buds. That hardly seems right. I mean, animals feel pain as well. So where do we get off saying that, well, vegetables and fruit's not enough, so something has to die in order for me to enjoy my meal? If we look at Genesis 1:29, where God basically lays out the diet for all of mankind, He says, I give you these things for you to eat as your food. The verse actually says, then God said, I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it. They will be yours for food. So, if we go back to that completely, that's the way we're created. Now one could also argue that you can't live on just vegetables and fruits. Well, this is completely not true. You can. However, on the contrary, one cannot live on just meats. It's a diet that will not sustain life. PETA, which stands for People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, also noted on their website that it takes approximately 30 gallons of water to yield approximately 1 pound of wheat. However, it takes 390 gallons of water just to make 1 pound of beef. So, with all this waste, how can we even pretend that we care for the ecological system that God has essentially bestowed us as the caretakers of, and it's our responsibility, and yet we are just frivolously spending where we could use that water for other things. And in conclusion, there's so many alternatives out there. Every restaurant you go to now has a vegetarian option. If you like meat and you like the taste of meat, well, there's products now that are made of completely natural products aside from animals that taste like meat, just for that appetite. And if we're to be that selfish just to satisfy our carnivorous appetite, then I believe that to be a moral dilemma that one has to deal with on their own time. No matter how you slice it, It's still flesh. Any questions, guys?